Facebook record sale. And when you're on and watching, be sure to say hi. We're going to do some half off stuff tonight. Well, I have so many messages. All right, let's get everybody on and watching. Late to the party. Actually, we're just getting started. Late from both. Let me go ahead and delete our old story. Scott said hi. Let me get around here where I can see comments till I get mine pulled up. Let me get this shared in the group at least. There's part 2 group. Whole lot of records. Let's share it there. Let's also share it as a link to where? Probably, we'll go ahead and put it on our story too for part 2. Live part 2. All right. And we need to probably share that link in those posts again. Let me do that. Copy link. Wherever I shared that. All right, that's shared, and now I got one more place to share it, and we can get started. So welcome back for part 2. I'll see how many people's on and how much of a mood you're in to buy records. Hopefully you're in a good mood, and if you are in a good mood, then we're going to probably show a lot of records and probably show a lot of half-off records. So I think that's why some people are tuned in. If you are, good. And let me delete that comment, and let me post this with a new link. And this means we are live now. All right, now let me pull up my chat. There's our chat. We got Tennessee Vols baseball on. And I've had my Cherry Delight. Seth was trying to hide it though. I found it. I could have ate a lot more, but I was like, well, this is my supper. Then I always also realize it's 10 o'clock and I'm probably going to be up for the next, 8, 10 hours. So I was like, I probably need to eat something besides dessert. So I did just have a little, and I'm probably going to find some real food after tonight's sale. One thing, I'm going to be up for a while. We got a truck to unload, and we got I'm going to be doing some driving tonight as well, so. Crazy good bins tonight. We're going to have even some better deals right here at half off. And I've pulled stuff from the back. Man, we'll see what we got. Scott Apple says he's here to spend all your money. Scott, your nephew, is here. He's got a bunch of food from Meemaw, okay? He brings all this food, and we actually got some dessert off of him tonight. It was quite good. Maybe he'll have more tomorrow. He actually offered some to us. Sometimes it's like, hey, Seth, you going to share that? And it's usually like, no. So I got to have a talk with Meemaw. I need some food. I'd pay $50 a week for the stuff he's getting for free. Honey bun cake. That does sound good. We had Cherry Delight. John Young says Seth is a troublemaker. He's watching the Vols right now, so he's going to be in a pretty tense mood until they win this game. And he'll be in a bad mood if they lose. So let's hope they win. First half-off record, Loggins and Messina, a classic, full sale, $5 on Loggins and Messina. I will be telling you the half-off price. Nice records. I'll tell you if it's a check condition, $5. Queen Live Killers was a VG Plus, $49.99. Charlie, Fight Dirty. Charlie is a picture disc, $10. Fight Dirty, Charlie, $10 after the half off. Straub's, Bursting at the Seams. Straub's is $7.50. Fiona, $5. Half off records if you just joined us. Richard Marx, $7.50. I had a feeling we had one of those in new arrivals tonight we sold. Sunflower Bean, Human Ceremony, limited edition Coke Color cleared vinyl from 2016, and it's sealed. $10. Tommy Flowers, first on Richard Marx. What do we have here? This is Unconscious Collective from 2012 on clear vinyl. That's $20 after the half off. La Ultra, Music of a Sinking Occasion, 2010 white vinyl, $10 on that. We have Blitzen, let me check the label on this one. Blitzen Trapper Fur. That is $17.50. Sheena Easton, A Private Heaven, $5 on Sheena Easton. Randy Newman, he's in shrink wrap, $10 on Randy Newman. And Average White Band, Cut the Cake, has a promo sticker on the front, $7.50, Atlantic Records. Josh Ragland on BT, which was Bitten Trapper. Is that Coke bottle like the soda Coke bottle clear or white vinyl? I think that's Coke bottle clear vinyl usually means like clear greenish. No, that's actually like, I don't know what. When most people say Coke bottle clear, I think Coke bottle green. Because, you know, like the original Coke bottles. But now the Coke bottles are more like clear. So I guess there's two different Coke bottle colors. Calvin Ward on Average White Band. That's sold to Calvin Ward. Olivia Newton-John, If You Love Me, Let Me Know. Olivia Newton-John is $5. The Road is $12.50, featuring She's Not There on Karma Sutra, $12.50. The 1910 Fruit Gum Company, Hard Ride, The Train. That's a sealed copy, $15. Todd Tipton wants a Black Sabbath remaster. You can. Those are right here. They're $33.99. If anybody else wants one, let me know. That's sold to Todd Tipton. By the way, Tanner, the vintage stuff coming out of here is half off, if you didn't catch that. Psychedelic Lollipop, Blues Magoos, $17.50. Nice vinyl, no condition notes. The cover does have some seam splits, so a VG minus cover on Psychedelic Lollipops. The Lonely Boys is $10. What was the Unconscious? Want to research it. That was called Unconscious Collective from 2012 on clear vinyl. $20 after the half off. Tofu Carnage Records is the label. Tofu Carnage Records. The Illusion, $12.50 on The Illusion. Bruce Springsteen Live, 1975 to 1985. This is a sampler from the box set, $12.50. Devin Reese first on the Fiona. That's sold to Devin Reese. Mountain, Avalanche, $12.50. We have Poco, Picking Up the Pieces. Poco is $5. Dean Martin, Gentle on My Mind, $5 for Dean Martin. He's in shrink wrap. Romelu first on the Bruce Springsteen sampler. Jason Kenton was second. Greg and Dwayne Allman, just $12.50. This is those 31st of February recordings. Very cool. That's on Springboard, $12.56. Patrick Hummer first on the Dean Martin. Mel Webster first on the Allman Brothers. Burt Kampert presents Love, 1964 German pressing, $6. If you just joined us, we're doing half-off records. The price, I tell you, is the half-off. This is some stuff we're discounting to clear out some bins. Make way for new stuff in the back. We have Singing to My Baby, Eddie Cochran. That's a 1981 abridged version, $7.50. Kate and Anna McGargle, that is $5 after the half off. The Sutherland Brothers, Down to Earth, white label promo, $5. Dirk Hamilton, Thug of Love, white label promo, $10. Also, Dan Fogelberg, The Innocent Age, $7.50. This is, what do we have here? Linda Ferrantine, Tune Up with the Hits. That's $5. Looks like a workout record. Richie Furay is $5. The Fabulous Poodles, self-titled, $7.50. That's a white label promo, Thank Pink. White label promo, Thank Pink on the Fabulous Poodles. Jason Fornerat wants the Unconscious Collected. That is sold to Jason Fornerat. Let me get the Fabulous Poodles back in the sleeve accurately. It's not wanting to go in there. There we go. Fabulous Poodles. Focus, Mother Focus. That is sealed. It's $11 after the half off. It's a sealed copy. Was $22, now it's $11. Nigel Del Rocket wants the Fabulous Poodles. Joe Jackson, Night and Day. $8.50 on Joe Jackson. Down Home, Sam Neely. $5 on Sam Neely. Blood, Sweat, and Tears is sealed. $12.50. That's a sealed copy. Die-cut cover, Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Al Jarreau, L is for Lover. $5 on Al Jarreau. The Other Side of Life, The Moody Blues, $7.50. The Best of Dave Edmonds, $10 on The Best of Dave Edmonds. Carole King is $7.50. That is Simple Things. Carole King, $7.50. Jeff McMaster wants the sealed Blood, Sweat, and Tears. That's sold to Jeff McMaster. Michael McDonald, No Looking Back, $7.50. Gerard Cacciatore on the Dave Edmonds. That's sold to Gerard. Michael McDonald, self-titled, $7.50 on that. David Bowie, Tonight, an EX copy, just $12.50. REO Speedwagon in shrink wrap, VG Plus, $7.50. Steve Young, Renegade Picker, $7.50 on Steve Young. Jazz, Word to the Jazz, that is sealed from 1989 with hype sticker, $12.50. Josh Ragland, first to the REO. Marty wants Bowie and REO. REO is claimed right before you, but you do get Bowie, and Jeff McMaster gets Jazz. We have Bill Nelson, The Love That Whirls, Diary of a Thinking Heart, $10 after the half off. Calvin, you were third on REO. Actually, Todd was third asking which title. Calvin, you were fourth on REO. Sherry Bowie's already sold. Jason Fornerat wants both Michael McDonald's. Those are sold to Jason Fornerat. Michael McDonald. Savage Grace 2. Savage Grace 2 is a VG Plus, $10. The Jades, Live at the Disco Go-Go. That's from 1965. VG Plus, half off of $74.99. $37.50. $37.50. The Jades, Live at the Disco Go-Go. $37.50 after the half off. The Dawn of Correction, The Spokesman. $7.50. The Dawn of Correction, The Spokesman. The Persuaders, that is $17.50 after the half off. $17.50. I can tell you this sticker right here that probably will peel off very easily, that's from the Pennsylvania collection. It's been a while since I've said that. He had those little stickies on it, a lot of them. And as you expect from that Pennsylvania hoard, great condition. That's the Persuasions. That's from the Pennsylvania. That's sold to Jeff McMaster. Tommy Flowers was second. Crybaby, that's Melanie Martinez, and that is sealed. Sealed Melanie Martinez Crybaby, 2LP, and that is $22.50 after the half off. Boz Scaggs, Silk Degrees, $10 on Boz Scaggs, Silk Degrees, $10 on that, his classic album. Dwayne Eddy is $10 after the half off. Dwayne Eddy. Will the Circle Be Unbroken? Also $37.50. It's sealed. Sealed, Will the Circle Be Unbroken? Half off makes that $37.50. Todd Tipton first to Boz Scaggs. Neil Brasher first on NG, which was maybe, I guess, is this classified as Nitty Gritty? Yeah. Is that for Nitty Gritty? I didn't really read that was Nitty Gritty. Probably because there's other artist on here, but yes, that's what he wants. Sealed copy. That's sold to him at half off. This is RJD2. Since we last spoke, Definite Jux. That's from 2004. The half off price is $17.50. $17.50. That's the half off price. Pat Metheny Group, off wrap. Pat Metheny is $10. That is $10. RJ is sold to Craig. Colin was second. Pat Metheny again. That's a 1989 SRC press, $25 after the half off. Huge discounts when you get these $50 records in here and $75 records at half off. That's $25 for Pat Metheny. Kenny Loggins, In High Adventure, $5 on Kenny Loggins. Hall & Oates, Along the Red Ledge. Hall & Oates is $10. Roy Buchanan, A Street Called Straight, $7.50 on Roy Buchanan. Poco, Picking Up the Pieces is $5. Tommy Flowers on Hall & Oates, that's sold to Tommy Flowers. Paul Simon, still crazy after all these years, $10 on Paul Simon. Another Boz Scaggs. Was somebody back up on this earlier? No, Todd just commented Boz twice. That's $10 if you missed out on the last one. Kelly Bagwell first on Roy Buchanan. Tommy Flowers wants KL. Kenny Loggins, that's so did Tommy Flowers. Kelly got the Buchanan. And another Boss Skaggs, down two, then left. That's also $10. I'm going to read through these again, especially if you missed the first part of the crate. These are all half-off records. We've sold almost every Japanese pressing tonight. I do have 2 more in here, 2 or 3 more auctions I can run. I've got a Neil Young and another Beatles, and then that leaves 2 more. And we've pretty much sold an entire bin of Japanese stuff tonight. This is the Beatles, a collection of Beatles oldies. It is near mint with the Apple Obi. Very cool. This is a nice copy. $45 start. $45 start. Near mint and pristine. It has the Japanese 2-page flip with it. It's also crisp and very nice. There's the original Apple inner sleeve. Also very nice Obi and very clean cover. That's a collection of Beatles oldies from Apple. That is $45 start. Also, Neil Young, American Stars and Bars. This is a Japanese pressing with Obi, $35 start. Neil Young, American Stars and Bars. That's a $35 start, near mint and pristine vinyl. It has a Japanese insert. I don't know if somebody drew on it, or I think that may be made like that. Yeah, it's on the other side too. $35 start on Neil Young with Obi, and that's a $35 start. Details on the Jades again. Sure thing, before I recap the whole bin, the Jades, let's see, what happened? The Jades was a 1965 pressing, 65 pressing on Jarrett Records. The half-off price was $17.50. No condition notes on the vinyl, but a record like that, just assume that it's EX or EX Plus. It's hard to call a record like that mint. About a VG cover, a little bit of shelf wear, does have some writing on the back. $37.50 is the price on that. Patrick's at $45 on the Beatles. And let me read through these titles one more time, and then I'm going to go get a whole new set. Did the Sabbath Paranoid come in this week? I didn't know we was expecting a Black Sabbath Paranoid. What is Black Sabbath Paranoid? I mean, I know what that is, but if you're looking just for a copy of it, we've got plenty of those in stock. Loggins and Messina, if you want a price, let me know. Some of them I'll tell you. Like Loggins and Messina is $5. Charlie Fight Dirty, that was $10. Straub's Bursting at the Seams. Sunflower Bean, Human Ceremony. These are all half off, so great deals on all these. La Atra, we have Sheena Easton, Private Heaven. Randy Newman, Olivia Newton-John, The Road, 1910 Fruit Gum Company. Psychedelic Lollipop is still available. And The Lonely Boys. Let's see here. Remaster. We've got Paranoid in stock, remaster. I can get you one of those, Todd. If I don't, then I do need to order some, but we should have that in stock. Did you receive the stickers? I have not received any stickers. If you're talking about if you mailed something to me. Gerard Cacciatore, first on Charlie. Brent Rabley wants the Randy Newman. And Walt Cruz wants the Sunflower Bean. Yeah, there's some great titles still left in here. First time going through these. Best price on 1910 Fruit Gum Company, $15. That is the half-off price. The Illusion is $12.50. That was for Black Sabbath Paranoid, yes. Mountain Avalanche is $12.50. Black Sabbath Paranoid, $29.99. He says he meant Sabotage. Yes, Sabotage. That is, I don't think I have that one. If I need to order one of those, I do, because I don't think I had you down. So we probably need to make a new sticky note for that. Neil Sunflower Bean is already claimed by Walt Cruz. I'm not aware of a new John Lee Hooker. There was something that came out last week, and Neil said best. I think I've already answered that. Best, yeah. Best of 1910. That was sealed. It's $15 after the half off, and I think Nick said he's passing. That's okay. Poco picking up the pieces. That's $5. John Wilson, the Mountain Record. I don't think I've got to that one yet, have I? Yes, I have. Mountain Avalanche is $12.50. $12.50. Final call on the Beatles, $45 on that. And final call if you want to get in on Neil Young at $35. Burt Kempfert presents Love. That was $6. We've also got Eddie Cochran and Kate and Anna McGargle. The Sutherland Brothers. Dirk Hamilton. Dan Fogelberg. If you need price on these, let me know. Whatever that was. Richie Furay. Focus was sealed. Joe Jackson, Night and Day, that was $8.50. Down Home, Sam Neely. Al Jarreau, The Moody Blues, Carole King, Steve Young, Bill Nelson, Savage Grace 2, The Spokesman, Melanie Martinez, Dwayne Eddy, Pat Metheny Group, Pat Metheny, Poco, Paul Simon, Boz Scaggs, and the Jades. Sam Neely, Down Home, Sam Neely was $5. I have a feeling Neil will want that.
Was this half off or did you get another crate?
No, it's half off. That's sold to Jason Fortner at. Dwayne Eddy has George Harrison on it. Back to the night. Let me do some condensing here. I'm going to take this empty crate to the back, so let me condense a couple crates from earlier. Boy, we had that check, right before we signed off, we had that check condition crate. I'm still kind of like speechless over some of the great records that's still left in there. I'm going to head to the back and fill up another crate. Sold about half of that one. Hopefully I can go to the back and fill up another one. Maybe we can sell half of that one too. Keep these separate so I know what's at. I got to do a lot of vintage sorting tonight. We got, once again, like 50-something crates up here now of vintage stuff we've shown recently. I'll be right back. All right. That was the green, yes. Let's see here. Neil says he'll take it. Todd Tipton gets the mountain. We had, I think somebody knew, John Joseph Wilson asked how much. John Joseph Wilson, I think you're passing. You didn't say yes or no, so if not, that's sold to Todd Tipton. Brent Rabley wants the Jades. Mark Cunningham never did say yes, so that's sold to Brent Rabley. Let's make a sticky note to order Black Sabbath Sabotage and the other one, actually. There's two. I'll know which one. I got to order a bunch of Black Sabbath. I'll just pull up their entire catalog and get those. What else did I miss? Any word? Oh, I just refreshed my feed. I lost all my comments. The Stevie Ray Vaughan, I haven't heard on that. And if what was before that, I guess I didn't see it. I didn't see anything before that. Okay, so more half-off records. Tanner, you'll have to remind me who bought the Beatles for $45. I've lost all my comments. Sold to somebody for $45. And Neil Young was now Neil Young's a $35 buy it now. Patrick Hummer got the Beatles for $45. Neil Young's a $35 buy it now. Yes, pretty much all the Black Sabbath stuff, especially the Ozzy, it's in print. Black Sabbath, Master of Reality, Paranoid, Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath, Technical Ecstasy, Sabotage, even the couple of the Dio albums, Heaven and Hell, Mob Rules. There's a couple, though, that's not in print. But yes, I can get Technical Ecstasy, too. Okay, half off. Let's see what we have in here. Steve Winwood, Back in the High Life. $10. Everything is near mint and pristine unless I say otherwise. Steve Winwood's $10. Chuck Mangione, Fun and Games with Hype Sticker. Chuck Mangione is $5. The Guess Who flavors, also in shrink wrap with Hype Sticker, $7.50. John Ambrosic, first to Steve Winwood. You're Never Alone with a Schizophreniac. That's Ian Hunter. $10 on Ian Hunter. We have Theater Diamonds. That is $10. Theater Diamonds, $10. Deliver the Word by War, $12.50. War, $12.50. The Best of Spirit, $10. Jeff Beck Group, $10. Some of these should be hopefully selling. Stan Getz, Captain Marvel, $12.50. Captain Marvel, Stan Getz, Jets. Toto, Hydra, $10. Nick Bargeron, first on the Jeff Beck Group. We have Peter Frampton, $10 in shrink wrap, and that one's called Where I Should Be. Peter Frampton's in $10 shrink wrap. Now, I used to call it double, but I've been informed this is called double, and the name of the album is Blue. But is that pronounced Blue-lay? That is $7.50. Patrick Hummer on Jeff Beck Group. Patrick, you were second. Moody Blues caught live +5. That's $10. The Best of Leon Russell, $10. What you see is what you get. The Dramatics, $25 after the half off, 1971 on Volt Records. That is now just $25. The Dramatics after the half off. Loose Gravel from 1982. That's a French pressing, $10. Brent Rabley first on the Dramatics. Just One More Good Time. This is Uncle Willard from 1972. It is sealed, $12.50. Amazing Rhythm Aces, ARA, Amazing Rhythm Aces is $7.50. Burning the Ballroom Down. Moody Blues, To Our Children's Children, $7.50. There's the 8th Moody Blues album of the night. Linda Ronstadt, Simple Dreams, $5 even. And we got 2 copies of that, $5 and $5. James Ingram, It's Your Night. James Ingram is $7.50. Tom Fogerty is $17.50. Tom Fogerty on the Fantasy label, $17.50. Very clean looking copy. The Orchestral Tubular Bells, composed by Mike Oldfield. That's Orchestral Tubular Bells, $10 on that. Romelu on James, and that was James Ingram. That's sold to Romelu. This is Texas Comp, Mark's Dream, $12.50. Mind and Eye, Texas Compilation, Mark's Dream. That's from the Texas collection. If y'all remember that, $12.50. Patrick Hummer wants Tubular Bells. Moody Blues Records and Shrink Wrap. I don't think I see many Moody Blues and Shrink Wrap either. No. Or Hop Stickers. That's a good eBay search. Moody Blues, Shrink, Hop. I do that a lot because I'll sell stuff that we have in Shrink Wrap and Hop Sticker, and then I'll start trying to find other copies. And sometimes you just can't find active for sale copies with Hop Stickers. It's just that's why usually I'm like, with Hop Sticker. Russ Ballard doesn't have one though. This is Russ Ballard, The Fire Still Burns, Gold Stamp Promo, $7.50. The Violet, self-titled from 2013, that is sealed, $10. Mad, spelt with 2 A's, a 1976 Italian pressing, half off of $74.99. Half off of $74.99, $37.50. $37.50 on Mad. Babe Ruth, The Legend Comes to Life, $10 for the Babe Ruth record. The Folk Ballads of Ronnie Hawkins, that is VG plus $10. Folk Ballads of Ronnie Hawkins, VG plus $10 from 1960. Bruce Coburn, Steel and Fire, $5 on Bruce Coburn. We have Rock and Roll Soul, 1959. This is one of those ABC Records 1959 compilations, $7.50. Sherry Martell wants the Babe Ruth record. Peter Frampton was not sealed. It was near mint in shrink wrap. This one right here. That was $10. Most Moody Blues are gatefold. That's a good point. Most of them are gatefold, so a lot of people probably ripped off the shrink wrap so they could see the gatefold. UK is $10. If I do have a gatefold in shrink wrap, I usually sometimes make notes of that. I'm like, this is a gatefold in shrink wrap, which is uncommon because that means whoever bought it never did even get to see the inside unless they had another copy. Elton John, Victim of Love, $10. Elton John, Bruce Springsteen in shrink wrap. No, is it in shrink? Yeah, it's in half shrink wrap. Half of it's in shrink wrap. Most of the back is. It's loose though. $10 on that. Brian Seafirst, the UK, and Todd Tipton on Elton John. We have Pure Prairie League, Can't Hold Back. Pure Prairie League is $7.50. Josh Ragland first on the Bruce Springsteen. Kelsey, you missed a few Elvis in the first part, but not during the half-off stuff. Pure Prairie League, Just Fly, $7.50 for Pure Prairie League. We have John Waite, Ignition, $10. John Waite, Ignition, that's $10. Darren, Bobby Darren, 1936 to 1973, $7.50 on that. Fifth Dimension, Living Together and Growing Together, $7.50. Fleetwood Mac, this should be an instant seller. Mystery to Me, now just $12.50. Fleetwood Mac, Mystery to Me. The Fix, Phantoms, $12.56 on the Fix Phantoms. Ray Charles, Love and Peace, $10 on Ray Charles. Brent Rabley first to Fleetwood Mac. Patrick second. Kelly third. Fred fourth. Gerard fifth. Joni Mitchell, His Jara. That's I feel like I don't say that right. $10 on Joni. Marty Ellis first on the John Waite Ignition, which is right here. That's sold to Marty Ellis. We have Joni Mitchell, chalk mark in a rainstorm. Joni Mitchell is $12.50. Walt Cruz first on the Fix Phantoms. That's sold to Walt Cruz. Bob Geldof, Deep in the Heart of Nowhere, $7.50. Aretha, jump to it. Aretha is $7.50. And Pat Metheny Group, Still Life Talking, $20. Pat Metheny Group, Still Life Talking, $20. Would have sold more records if they had more appealing artwork. That's probably a good point. It's it's a gorilla eating a book and a cake on the ocean. I think their first album would have sold better. They literally took a picture of an alley with a couple dirty trash cans. Every time I see that, I'm like, just like the Cat Stevens record, it didn't sell either. He painted a picture of a trash can on the cover. I was like, probably you shouldn't release an album with a trash can on the cover. I don't think that's a good vibe. Paul Revere and the Raiders is $11.50. That's all-time greatest hits 2 LP. The Juke Jumpers, Jumper Cables, that's 1984 sealed, $10 after the half off. Henry Gross Release, $5 on Henry Gross. Poco, Under the Gun, Poco is $5. And we have, this is Forever and Then Some by Lily Mae. That's a Third Man record pressing, $10. Speaking of the Fleetwood Mac, I want to remind everybody, Brent Robley, Brent, I've been saying your name correctly for once tonight. Just naturally started, Rabley's leaving my mind for some reason. Brent was first, then Patrick, then Kelly, then Fred, then Gerard, then Todd, then Nick Bargeron. 8 people on that Fleetwood Mac. Sadistic Mica Band, that is $15. Sadistic Mica Band on Harvest, $15 after the half off. We had the Shivas Headband Commemorative Album Singles Collection. That is $12.50. Shivas Headband Numbered Picture Disc, $12.50. The Story of Heidi, $12.50. Cat Stevens had a hit on his Trash Can album. Boy, I can't tell you the name of that one. I know the name of the album. I don't know the name of the hit. Heidi, Disney, Gatefold, $12.50. Kenny Rogers, Short Stories. Kenny Rogers is $5. Roy Orbison, Golden Days. Roy Orbison is $7.50. Jerry Lee Lewis, I Am What I Am. Jerry Lee Lewis is $7.50. Jerry Lee Lewis is sealed for $10. Casablanca, classic film scores for Humphrey Bogart. That's also sealed, $12.50. Come Live With Me, Ray Charles, $10. And David Johnson, Live It Up. That is $10. David Johnson, Live It Up. Japanese, I've only got one new Japanese pressing that has not been shown tonight, and then I'll show the other stuff that's by it now. First, we have Eric Clapton, Behind the Sun. This is a near mint and pristine Japanese pressing of Eric Clapton, Behind the Sun. That is a $35 start. It has a Japanese insert with it. Really nice cover. Gatefold. Clapton. That's a $35 start. That's the first record I have not. That's the last Japanese record that has not been put up for auction initially. Michael Nath first on the Casablanca Classic Film Scores record that was sealed. Jeannie Pinnell wants the Shivas Headband picture disc. And Pat Metheny, Still Life and Letter from Home bundle. I normally don't discount the half-off stuff, but if you want a bundle on a few things, especially the same artist, I usually will entertain that. And let me see. There was a Pat Metheny in here, and then there was 2 from the last crate. Dave, maybe I can give you a price on all 3. We have the half off prices on these were 20, 25, and 15. Or no, excuse me, 20, 25, and 10. I'm going to stick with that one. That's off ramp. We'll say that one's 10. Instead of 25 on that one, we'll do 20. That's 30 for both of those. And instead of 20 on that one, I'll do 15. That's 45 for the 3 of them. 45 for the 3 of them. That's Pat Metheny Group off ramp, Letter from Home, and Still Life Talking. 45 for all 3 of those. Seth is yelling at the TV, but I think enjoy. So, Dave Plunkett said deal. These 3 Pat Metheny's, $45 for the 3, sold to Dave Plunkett. Okay. We have, let's go through these one more time. So Chuck Mangione is $5. We have the Guess Who flavors, $7.50. I'm not going to say the prices on all of them. If you want to know the prices on one of them that maybe I don't say, let me know. $10 on that, Ian Hunter. We have Theater Diamonds, War, Deliver the Word, The Best of Spirit, Stan Getz, Toto Hydra, Peter Frampton, Dublé, The Moody Blues, Leon Russell, Loose Gravel, Uncle Willard, Amazing Rhythm Aces, The Moody Blues, Linda Ronstadt, Tom Fogerty, The Texas Comp, Russ Ballard, The Valettes, Mad. I need to pull that one out. That was $37.50. Ronnie Hawkins, Bruce Coburn, Rock and Roll, Pure Prairie League, Bobby Darin, Fifth Dimension, Ray Charles, Joni Mitchell, Bob Geldof, Aretha Franklin, Paul Revere, The Juke Jumpers, Henry Gross, Poco, Lily Mae, Sadistic Micah Band, Story of Heidi, Kenny Rogers, Roy Orbison, Jerry Lee Lewis, Ray Charles, and David Johannesson. Walt Cruz wants the Lily Mae. Walt Cruz wants the Willie Mae. Let's see here. That's so to Walt Cruz. So, price on Leon Russell. That is $10. Best of Leon. Price on Bob Geldof, Patrick Hummer. That is also Jason Fortnrat, $7.50. Deep in the heart of nowhere. And sorry I missed Jerry Lee Lewis. Jerry Lee Lewis this one is technically a self-titled record. It is sealed. It's $10 after the half off. The other Jerry Lee Lewis is called I Am What I Am. That's $7.50 after the half off. Todd Tipton is going to take the Leon Russell. Patrick Hummer wants the Bob Geldof. He was first asking on that. And then the other question was year and price on Roy. That's Roy Orbison Golden Days, the collection of 20 all-time greatest hits, $7.50 from 1981. That's a 20-track compilation. 45 for those three Pat Metheny. All right, and let's see. Nick Bargeron said sold, and that was on the Roy Orbison Golden Days comp. All right, and let's see. So let's go through the Japanese stuff. The Eric Clapton is now a $35 buy it now. So Eric Clapton, Behind the Sun, that is a $35 buy it now. And Walt Cruz wants the David Johannesson, not David Jonathan, David Johannesson. Johansson, what was they say? Johansson. 3 syllables, as it's read. What was I saying? Jonathan? That's sold to Walt Cruz at half off. John Lill gets to Eric Clapton for a $35 buy it now. And I'm going to put this back in the front of the crate. Now, the other Japanese stuff, there's only 3 records that did not sell tonight. Neil Young was a $35 buy it now. American Stars in Bars. That's Neil Young. And then we had Asia up here. Let me grab Asia right quick. These were $45 buy it nows. Asia Self-Titled and Bryan Adams Reckless. So that's the only 3 Japanese. I think I've got some more I can put up since we got a lot of people watching right now. I'll have to get them behind the counter, but I do have some more stuff that we've never got to, or if we've got to it before, I will reduce the price. So didn't sell as much of that one as we did the other, almost half of them. If we could have sold another handful, we would have got to the half off point on those. There's those. Let me go get another crate, so don't go anywhere. There's more of that coming now that the Japanese bin is empty. Another green crate. That's easy for me to keep up. I can go through these later and know that the green stuff is already been shown. Let me go through these. Get some more half off records. 4-0. Vols are winning. I'm back up front. It's time for some more half-off records. Let's see here. Did I miss anything else? Brian Adams was $45 and half off. Let's go ahead and go right into it. Steve Miller Band, Brave New World. Steve Miller Band is $10. Brave New World, $10. Firefall, Elon. Firefall is $5. Cerrone. Backtrack. Boy, I've butchered this one to heck. $5 on that one. We have, oh my gosh, I don't like this guy. I'm not even going to say his name. Thanks, I'll eat it here. $10 on that one. Brent Rabley on whatever this was and whatever that is. Jesse Colin Young in The Highway is for Heroes. Jesse Colin Young is $5. Aaron, you were second on that record. Todd Tipton gets the Steve Miller Band. Santana, Caravanserai, $10 on Santana. Caravanserai, Clouds Across the Sun, Firefall, $5. And Chicks on Speed, Euro Trash Girl. This looks like something Walt Cruz would buy, $15. Tommy Flowers first on Jesse Colin Young. We have Phil Seymour. This is a sealed copy, $7.50. Randy Newman, Good Old Boys. Randy Newman is $10. And the next to last Joan Rivers album. This is the next to last Joan Rivers album, $7.50. Jeff McMaster on Chicks. That's Chicks on Speed. That's sold to Jeff McMaster. Jackie Wilson, a collection of rare album tracks and singles. That's $10 after the half off. I was going to see if I recognize it. I was looking for Your Love Keeps Lifting Me Higher, but this is rare tracks, so not on that. Jackie Wilson, $10. That's sold to Mel Webster. Tommy Flowers was second. Wonderful Life, Black Wonderful Life, 1987 A&M record, $7.50. So Jackie Wilson, Mel Webster, Tommy Flowers second, Fred Carnell third. Brent Rabley wants RN. That was Randy Newman. That's sold to Brent Robley. This is Graham Parker, $7.50. The Up Escalator, Graham Parker, $7.50. The Last Nickel, that is $12.50. That looks kind of tripped out. It's on Mainstream Records in partial shrink wrap, $12.50. Floyd Kramer, class of 74 and 75. That's a quadraphonic pressing, $7.50. Captain and Tennille, Dream, $5 for Captain and Tennille, Dream. The Best of Stan Freberg, $5. Village People, Live and Sleazy. The Village People is $10. Little River Band, First Under the Wire, $5 for Little River Band, $5. Al Jarreau, Breaking Away, $5. He sold 10 million copies of that album. Coco Rosie, Le Manson de Mon Rêve. I didn't know I could speak French. 2004 on pink vinyl, $17.50. $17.50. Boy, that hurt my eyes. That is bright pink. Original music from the film Fanny Hill. That's $10 after the half off. If you're just joining us, we're doing half off records. So Glenn Fry, the all-nighter, $10 on Glenn Fry. Sherry Darnell on Little River Band. That's sold to Sherry Darnell. Chad and Jeremy, before and after, $5 on Chad and Jeremy. Perry Bowles. Paul. That's Paul. Butchered your name, Paul. He wants Coco. What happened to that? Was that what this was right here? That's sold to Paul. Clifford Curry's Greatest Hits, Then and Now, $10. I wonder if those were actually his cars. A couple nice ones there, Corvette and a Porsche. That's on Woodshed. That's $10 after the half off. Chris Kirkley on Glenn Fry. That's sold to Chris Kirkley. Marvin Jackson, Ozark Rockabilly. That's a 1985 Holland pressing, $10 on Marvin Jackson. Patsy Montana and the Prairie Ramblers, $5 on Patsy Montana. There he is. John Fitzgerald Kennedy. It's sealed too, $12.50. JFK has made his appearance. He's everywhere. He's in every home in America. $12.50 sold to Patrick Hummer, the presidential years. Hey, we actually sold one. This is sealed. It also has the Berlin Wall speech, nuclear test speech. He's Cuba speech, and his final speech in Dallas, November 22nd, 1963. That is sold to Patrick Hummer. This is how it all began, Volume 2. The Evolution of Rock and Roll, $10. This is how it all began. This is a Specialty Records, the classic Specialty Records compilation. That is $10. Alan Parsons Project, The Turn of a Friendly Card, $10. Rare Earth, One World, $10. Rare Earth, One World. That is not sealed. It's $10. Yeah, you open this up, it's got air in it from 1964 approximately. That's sealed air from 1964 in there. Brent, let's see. Brent needs to put back the Cerrone. Aaron Gardner was second on that, so change that to Aaron Gardner. Cerrone or Cerrone, whichever one that is. Yes, that's the Berlin speech. However you say that, but yes. Emerson, Lake and Palmer Trilogy. This is EX condition, $8. Emerson, Lake and Palmer Trilogy. EX condition, $8. The Lovin' Spoonful. Do You Believe in Magic in a Young Girl's Heart? That's a very clean looking copy for just $5. The Lovin' Spoonful. Kansas, Bringing It Back. Not one we see too often. An odd Kansas record from 1980. I don't know if this is official or what's going on here, but it's called Bringing It Back. Kansas, that's $10. Jeremy Vite, first to the Emerson, Lake and Palmer. That's sold to Jeremy. Tommy Flowers, first to Kansas. I like the peace speech. That's my favorite Kennedy speech. The one when the actual Kevin Costner JFK film is coming on. We all breathe the same air. That speech. That is good. Lovin' Spoonful was sold to Nigel Del Rocket. Tanner, what's your favorite Kennedy speech? He'd have to think on. Siegel Schwarl Band. That is the go-to is always the inaugural address. $7.50. Tony Matthews, Condition Blue, $7.50. You got a favorite Kennedy speech, Seth? Seth said the Gettysburg Address. Wrong president. Nighthawks, Side Pocket Shot, Nighthawks, $5. Nighthawks. And the Nighthawks Hotspot, $5. And the Siegel Schwarl Band 953 West, $7.50. I'm probably the only one in my friend group that listens to JFK speeches. Elvin Bishop, Hog Heaven, is $7.50. And Elvin Bishop, Hometown Boy, Makes Good. Looks like he's robbing a bank or something there. $7.50. Mono Pelican. Mono Pelican. This is 2005 red vinyl. Is this one of those split records? Is it Mono Pelican or is it... Yeah, is it Mono and Pelican? I think that's what's going on there. 2005 red vinyl, $10 on that. Todd Tipton is first on Jan, I think. Hold on a second. We have Lovin' Spoonful, then John S. Mono Stereo, and then Todd Tipton put Jan. He meant Kansas. Okay, Todd, Kansas is already sold. What was the Alan Parsons Project? John Ambrosic, that was Turn of a Friendly Card. The half-off price is $10. Jason Fornerat wants the Pelican. That's sold to Jason. And the Doobie Brothers, One Step Closer. That's an EX copy, $6.50. Bee Gees, 2 years on. Bee Gees is EX, $8 on the Bee Gees, not the Beach Boys. John Ambrosic said sold, and he was asking about the Alan Parsons Project, Turn of a Friendly Card. That's sold to John Ambrosic. Gary Stewart, Your Place or Mine. Gary Stewart is EX, $8. We have the original Flying Saucers. Here's some more political stuff. Watergate. Superfly meets Shaft in Convention 72. That's $7.50. Best of the Beach Boys Volume 2. That is $7.50. Best of the Beach Boys Volume 2. $7.50. Before they had her silence. Yeah, we better keep the JFK chat low. Next thing we know, the CIA will be busting in the doors and Coletco will be no more. Nick Bargeron, first on the Beach Boys, and Burt Jordan on UFO. UFO, that's so to Burt Jordan. All right, so Nick got Beach Boys, Burt got that one. Encore of Golden Hits, The Platters. Look, from Fred Goodwin's collection. Hadn't seen that name in a while. The Platters is $5. How long has this been going on between Sarah Vaughan, Oscar Peterson, Joe Poss, Louis Bellison, and Ray Brown? That's $10. Gary Lewis, Listen. That is sealed, $10. Autumn, you were second to the Watergate record. Tommy Flowers, first on Platters. That's sold to Tommy Flowers. And Daniel Amos, Doppelganger. That's EX, $10. Michael Nath wants to, how long has this been going on? This is something, Touche Amore, 2011 USA pressing. That's $12.50. How about a Grover Washington Jr. box set? The Soul Box, $15 after the half off, Grover Washington Jr. We have Bonnie Raitt, home plate. That's $5, Bonnie Raitt, home plate. And Louisiana's Leroux, $7.50. Let's see here. Touche Amore is sold to Sean Fairweather. That's sold to Sean. And our pickup's available tomorrow. Are you talking about for this week? This week's are, if you buy something tonight, it won't be available until next Monday. Let's see. Jason Fornerat first on Grover Washington Jr. That's sold to Jason Fornerat. Derek Paris, you were third on Touche Amore, and Jeremy Vite first on Bonnie Raitt. That's sold to Jeremy Vite. Make sure I got all that orders. Sean got Touche Amore, then Sean pickups. If you buy something tonight, it won't be available until Monday. Benton, I thought you picked up today because I saw where you had a couple of putbacks behind the counter, stuff you'd put back, the Graham Parsons and the Rolling Stones. But if you buy anything tonight, it's not available again until Monday. Grover Washington, that was sold to Jason Fornerat. Derek Paris was third on Touche. And Jeremy Vite got the Bonnie Raitt. We have Flash Fearless. Flash Fearless is $10, featuring Alice Cooper on the Green Chrysalis label. $10 on Flash Fearless. $10 on that. We have Dale Shannon in England. Dale Shannon is $10. Rick Wakeman, Journey to the Center of the Earth, $10. Rick Wakeman, Journey to the Center of the Earth. World at Glance. World at Glance is, I don't see a price on this. World at Glance, and we'll say it's $8. World at Glance, $8 on that one. The King of Comedy is $10. That's a gold stamp promo with hype sticker. That's $10. All pickups are ready on Monday. If we're open and you bought something the week before, then you can come in and pick it up. Monday mornings is the worst time because Doug really hadn't had time to sort and bring everything up here. If you do show up on a Monday morning, we probably can get your order. But Mondays is when he starts sorting all the stuff we've sold for the whole week. But yes, if you come in tomorrow, those will be ready. Okay, next is Derek Paris wants the Flash Fearless. That's so to Derek Paris. Let me go through these one more time. We do have time probably for one more half-off crate. We've done, let's see, we've done 2. That's another one, and we'll probably do one more. We got a lot of people watching. We're selling some records, so no reason to stop. I've got plenty more great titles like this we can do for half off. Let me read through these one more time. We have Firefall. If you want prices, let me know. Some of them I'll say, like Firefall's $5. There's that guy. Santana Caravansari, Firefall, Phil Seymour, Joan Rivers, Black, Wonderful Life, Graham Parker, The Last Nickel, Floyd Kramer, Captain Antonil, Stan Freeberg, Village People, Al Jarreau, the Fanny Hill, Chad and Jeremy, Clifford Curry, Marvin Jackson, Patsy Montana. This is how it all began, Specialty Records, and Rare Earth One World. Patrick Hummer wants tea. And that was, oh, there's that guy. He was just finishing a question or a statement. Pass on Flash, it's a comp and not what I thought. So Flash Fearless is still available. That's Flash Fearless versus Zorg Women, parts 5 and 6, featuring Alice Cooper. If anybody wants that, it's still available for $10. Would you take $44.99 for Hard Day's Night US Red cover early as long as there's no writing on the cover? I will take $55 for that. And if you want to see it before you say yes, I will have to find it. At this point, it may be a little bit buried, John, unless I can see the top of the cover and go right to it, which I should be able to. I've condensed a couple crates. That was from one of the first crates, though. That was some of those nice, really nice Beatles records. Let me figure out where those have gone to. There's a crate of new vinyl. This might be it right here. Rock and Roll Revival, Steve Miller Band, John, found it. $55. This is a 64, I have it as $64.99, a 64 mono in shrink wrap. Let's see, shrink is still tight around the edges. Yeah, very tight shrink, no tears, mono. This make can come off. That's just something on the shrink wrap, not on the cover. That will be able to be cleaned off, and John said he'll take it. That's a very nice copy. Sell that to John Young for $55. Man, we have probably 100 of these that are beat to heck. That's why this one's $55. I mean, that album is always trashed. Nigel Del Rocket says, I'll take the English 8HDN. Hard Day's Night. That was the 84 UK. The 84 UK has already been sold. Stephen Chesney bought that earlier. Ed Nelson commented P. That was either a mistake or he's buying something. Siegel Schwarl Band, Tony Matthews, Nighthawks, Siegel Schwarl Band, Elvin Bishop, Doobie Brothers, Bee Gees, Gary Stewart, Gary Lewis, Daniel Amos, LaRue, Dale Shannon, Rick Wakeman, World at a Glance, and King of Comedy soundtrack. He said that was the name. Elvin Bishop, let's see, we got a couple bundles here. So $750. Who'll give $10 for both Elvin Bishops? That's like buy one, get one free, and I'm giving you $5. That's $10 for both of those. And Siegel Schwarl, these are pretty good blues rocks albums. Blues rock. Same thing, half off at $750. $10 for both of those. 5 and 5. Those are $5 records. What else is in here that's left as a bundle? Just trying to bundle artists that Jeremy Vite wants the Doobie Brothers. That's sold to Jeremy at half off. Neil says he'll give 10 for both SS. That was the bundle price. 10 for those, 5 and 5. And Brent Rabley on Flash Fearless. That's sold to Brent Rabley half off. So the Siegel Schwarls was sold to Neil for 5 and 5. Brent Rabley, that guy bundle. I don't know that guy. I don't really want to ever see his records again. This guy right here. Don't really care about seeing his records again. Let me find Flash Fearless. There it is. That's sold to Brent Rabley at half off. So Elvin Bishop, if anybody wants those, $10 for both of them. Let me go get another crate. Maybe I can find another green crate. We've been through 3 green crates of half off. Let me go find another green crate in the back because I don't have an empty one up here. And I'll bring up some records. Don't go anywhere. That's an order. All righty. Let's see here. Make sure what I've missed. Is everybody still here? Okay. Half off continues. There's some good stuff in this one. April Wine Power Play. Just $10 on April Wine. Hope everybody's awake and paying attention. Anthology, Diana Ross and the Supremes, $17.50. Waylon Jennings and Jesse Coulter, $12.50, leather and lace. Lone Justice, $7.50. Yeah, I didn't find a green one, but nothing wrong with blue. Fred Carnell, First to April Wine. We have Pete Townsend, Scoop. $10 on Pete Townsend Scoop. Everything is near mint and pristine. EX Plus and near mint unless I say otherwise. Jeff McMaster, first to Lone Justice. Todd, you were second to April Wine. Buddy Holly, recorded live. 1977 unofficial. $10 on Buddy Holly live. Larry Verne, Mr. Larry Verne. That's a VG copy. $10. Cliff Noble's Pony the Horse. That's VG Plus. $10 in shrink wrap. 1957, 1972, Smokey Robinson and the Miracles, 2LP, $20. $20 on that. Linda Ronstadt, Simple Dreams, that's the third copy of that in the last 2 crates, $5. Dinah Ross and Supreme's Greatest Hits. Reflections, $7.50. Jan and Dean Anthology Album, $12.50. Moondog Matinee, the band, that is $17.50. I think that's 180 gram. Yeah, that's a 180 gram remaster of that. Moondog Matinee, the band, $17.50 on Moondog Matinee. We have Alex Haley tells a story for his search for roots, $10. The Best of Straubs, $10 on Straubs. Straubs, Hero and Heroine, VG Plus, $5. On the seventh day, that's $12.50. Phil Oakes sings for Broadside. That has the booklet with it, $17.50. Burt Jordan, first on Smokey Robinson and the Miracles. Phil Oakes, this one's $15, and this is called Rehearsals for Retirement. Rehearsals for Retirement on that Phil Oakes album. Where did I get to? Boomtown Rats, Mondo Bongo, $10 on Boomtown Rats. Carole King, 1-to-1. Carole King is $7.50. Paul Revere and the Raiders' Greatest Hits, $6.50. The New Commander Cody Band, Rock and Roll Again. New Commander Cody Band is $10. Blood, Sweat, and Tears, New Blood, $10 on New Blood, Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Balls of Fire, Black Oak, Arkansas, $10 on Black Oak, Arkansas. Pure Prairie League, Two-Lane Highway, $7.50. Paul Simon, Hearts and Bones. This is actually a Quiex limited edition audio file. $10, gold stamp promo on the front as well. $10 on Paul Simon, Hearts and Bones. Paul Simon, Hearts and Bones. We have Nazareth, Malice in Wonderland, $10 on Nazareth. This is the Yoko album. This is not John Lennon. This is Yoko Ono, Plastic Ono Band, the Yoko Ono. In shrink wrap, $17.50. We have Fred Carnell wants Straub's Best. Straub's Best was right here. That's owed to Fred Carnell. John Young on JL, which is, yeah, this is the Yoko Ono one. He's going to pass on that one. No to Yoko. Todd Tipton on NS. NS was, I'm going to think Nazareth. It was. Todd Tipton gets Nazareth. Leslie Holt gets Paul Simon. Let's see here. Checking your process on Messenger. I will do that. Did you message the store page or message me? Randy Newman, Little Criminals, $10. The Other Side of Life, $7.50. The Moody Blues. Leo Kottke, The Best of Leo Kottke, $12.50. Emmylou Harris, Blue Kentucky Girl, $7.50. Richie Havens, The Great Blind Degree. Richie Havens, $10. Arlo Guthrie, Arlo, $10 on Arlo Guthrie, Arlo. Nielsen, Sandman, Nielsen's $10. Brent Rabley first on Leo Kottke. Neil Brasher first to Emmylou Harris. Thomas Bowman, you were second. Motels, this is $7.50. The Motels, Careful, $7.50. ABBA's Greatest Hits Volume 2, that is $10. This is Call Me If You Get Lost. I know who this is. This is Tyler, the Creator, I believe. Tyler, the Creator, Call Me If You Get Lost, $12.50. Arlo Guthrie, Running Down the Road, $7.50. No Goodbyes, Hall & Oates, $7.50. Derek Parrish, first to Tyler, the Creator. You're a Big Boy Now, The Lovin' Spoonful. That's a sealed copy. Sealed copy, $10. Tyler Mel was next on Tyler. Then John Ambrosic, Tommy Flowers, first on Hall & Oates. John Young on the sealed Lovin' Spoonful. We have Chet Atkins, Stay Tuned, $5 for Chet Atkins. Stay tuned. Blood Rock Passage, $10. Blood Rock Passage, $10. Freaking at the Freakers Ball, EX 1750. Joe Zanelli on the Moody Blues. Now, Moody Blues, that was The Other Side of Life. Is that right, Joe? Now, I have said that these are half off and no less, but we have an active offer on a Yoko Ono album, and I cannot turn that down. $17.50 is the half off price. Nigel, this is a really nice copy too in shrink wrap. I'm going to sell that to you for $15. That's sold to Nigel Del Rocket. We have Rockin' and Driftin', the Drifters. That's a VG copy for $10. The Outlaws, Playing to Win. The Outlaws is $10. John Mayall, Notice to Appear, EX condition, $10. White label promo on John Mayall, Notice to Appear. And let me get that back in there. That is John Mayall. The Very Best of Gordon Lightfoot, that's EX, $8. Lightfoot by Gordon Lightfoot, that's $10. And Gordon Lightfoot Don Quixote is a VG copy, $5. Jeff McMaster on John Mayall, that's sold to Jeff McMaster. Kelly was second. Clay Moore wants ABBA and the Drifters. That's a 2-in-1. There's ABBA, and there is the Drifters. Those are both sold to Clay Moore. Nick Bargeron on John Mayall. Nick, you were third. Neil Brashear, you're first on Lightfoot. Chris was second. Darren was third. And Neil says he wants the self-titled one. That was 10. That's sold to Neil. That was the half-off price at 10. That means Chris Kirkley gets the Very Best of Gordon Lightfoot, and Darren Meyer was second. Freaking at the Freakers Ball, Shel Silverstein. I think that is the artist. Freaking at the Freakers Ball, Shel Silverstein. That's EX condition, $17.50. Has a little bit of shelf wear along the top, and that's from 1972. Gordon Lightfoot, Old Dan's Records. That's $10. Gordon Lightfoot, Old Dan's Records. Janis Joplin Pearl, VG Plus, $12.50 for Janis Joplin Pearl. We also have George Harrison, Living in the Material World. VG Plus, $10. VG Plus, $10. Brent Rabley on Freaking Out at the Freakers Ball. That's sold to Brent Rabley. Seals and Croft, Taking It Easy. Seals and Croft is $5. Live, Elvin Bishop, Raising Hell, $12.50. Jeremy Vite first on Janis Joplin. I was about to say, what's Janis doing in the half-off bin? The Fisher Fidelity Standard, a low-distortion musical program source for evaluating high-fidelity equipment, $7.50. John Sebastian, Tarzan Kid, $5. Nick, Janis Joplin's already sold. I'm going to run through these one more time. Everything's half off. I'm going to tell you some of the prices. If you want to know some of the prices, please let me know. I will tell you the price. We have Anthology, Diana Ross and the Supremes. That's a triple LP Diana Ross. That is all of the great stuff. $17.50 Motown near mint. Waylon Jennings and Jesse Coulter, $12.50. I'll make it 10. It's got some sticker it's got some sticker residue on the cover. $10 on Waylon and Jesse. Pete Townsend Scoop was $10. Buddy Holly Live was $10. Mr. Larry Verne, some interesting stuff on here. Does this have Please Mr. Custard on it? It's not on here. VG copy, $10 on Larry Verne. Cliff Noble's Pony the Horse, VG plus $10. Linda Ronstadt was $5. Diana Ross and the Supremes, Volume 3, that is $7.50. Burt Jordan wants the Diana Ross Anthology at half off. Walter Savage wants WG. WG was possibly Waylon and Jesse Coulter. There's also Larry Verne, and I got to figure out what that is. Let me know what that is exactly. Jan and Dean Anthology album is $12. He wants the Waylon. Yes, that is sold for him for $10. $10 on that. Patrick Diana Ross has already been claimed. Phil Oakes was $15. Moondog Matinee, that's in shrink wrap, but that's a new 180 gram pressing of that, $17.50. Alex Haley was $10. Straub's was VG plus $5. On the Seventh Day was $12.50. Phil Oakes was $17.50. Boomtown Rats was $10. Carole King, 1-to-1, $7.50 on Carole King. Paul Revere and the Raiders, greatest hits, $6.50. New Commander Cody, $10. Blood, Sweat, and Tears, $10. Black Oak, Arkansas, $10. Pure Prairie League, $7.50. Randy Newman, $10. Also have Richie Havens, Arlo Guthrie, Harry Nielsen, The Motels, another Arlo Guthrie, Chad Atkins, Blood Rock Passage, The Outlaws, Gordon Lightfoot, George Harrison, Seals and Croft, Elvin Bishop, The Fidelity Standard, and John Sebastian, Tarzan Kid. Now let's see, the two Phil Oakes records. Let's see what we have there. Phil Oakes, there's one, there's the other. Let's see, George, they were 1750 and 15. I'll do 1750 and 15. I'll do, my mind's not working right now. 20, let's see, 1750. Yeah, I'll do $25 for both of them. $25 for both of them. That is Georgia Law. Before that, Carole King. Patrick Hummer wanted to know the price on Carole King. Carole King, where are you, Carole? Carole King 1-to-1. The half-off price was $7.50. George asked the bundle price. He said sold. Both of those for $25 to George Law. Jackie Reynolds wants the Paul Revere. Where are you, Paul Revere? That was right in here. That's sold to Jackie Reynolds. We have, how much was John Sebastian? That was $5 after the half off. Brent, I've already sold the Oaks bundle. And Patrick Hummer is sold on Carole King at $7.50. Seventh day, price and condition. On the seventh day is $12.50. It's on the Red Mercury label. No condition notes. I would grade it closer to the EX plus side than near mint minus. About a VG cover. There's some corner damage up here. That's $12.50. Nigel said sold on John Sebastian at half off and Arlo bundle. Everything in here is half off unless you want to maybe bundle it. If you're buying 2 or 3 extras, if you're buying 2 or 3 at once, I'll be more willing to discount a little bit more. Like this one's 10. After the half off, I'll do 8 on that. And that was $7.50. I'll do 6. So that's $14 for both of them. $14 for both of those, Patrick Hummer. And I had an offer for 7th day, and I had an offer for Black Oak, Arkansas. If you find maybe at least one other to put in there with it, I might consider it. That way I'm selling 2 or 3 at the same time instead of discounting just one. Let's see here. But I'll keep that in mind before the show's over. Okay. Now, what do y'all want to see? I do have, actually, there was one bin that wasn't finished. Let me go grab, it's not a full crate, it's about a half of a crate. I'll just carry them up here. There is some more that I didn't get to. Give me 1 second. Yeah, here's some more. Let me replenish this crate. All right. So, more half off. This was the rest of a bin that I didn't have room for in this crate. Ted Nugent, $12.50. That should be a seller. JoJo Gunn, jumping the gun, $5 on JoJo Gunn. Dave Edmonds, get it. Dave Edmonds is $10. Get it. Hits of the Mercy Era, Volume 1, $7.50. Todd Tipton, first to Ted Nugent. Scotty Hopes was second. Juice Newton, Can't Wait All Night. $5 on Juice Newton, Can't Wait All Night. Juice Newton, Old Flame. $5 for Juice and Juice. The Best of Chad and Jeremy is $5. Carla Bonoff, Wild Heart of the Young. Carla Bonoff is $5. Another Carla Bonoff, Restless Night, $5. The Miracles, doing Mickey's Monkey. This is a 1981 pressing. $12.50. That is near mint. That's an 81 pressing. Reissue of that. John Cale, Fear. John Cale is $30 after the half off. Wow. $30 after the half off. There's Porky in the Dead Wax. $30 for that. Big savings on that one. Brent Rabley, first to the Miracles. Tommy Flowers, second. Robin Trower, Long Misty Days. $10 on Robin Trower. The Who, Face Dances. That has the poster with it. $12.50. That is complete with poster. Rick Derringer, Good Dirty Fun. Rick Derringer is $10. John and Vangelis, The Friends of Mr. Cairo, $6.50. John Kell, Music for a New Society, $17.50. $17.50, near mint, 1982. No claims yet on the John Kell records at half off. Wow. Usually those are gone, new arrivals. Kind of surprised those are still left behind. Lee Greenwood's Greatest Hits, $5. God Bless the USA. Boz Scaggs' Slow Dancer, that's $10 after the half off. Melanie Photograph, $5. We have Carly Simon, $5. Dave Mason, Alone Together. This is black vinyl, not splatter vinyl. $7.50 on Dave Mason. Sherry Martell wants Lee Greenwood. Brent, I will discount the John Kell's $2.50, which would keep this one at $30. Instead of $15 on that one, I would do $15. That's $45 for both of them, and they're both near mint. They're both near mint. Okay, so what was the recap on that? Did we ever reach a deal on the 7th day? What happened on this one? 7th day, and what else did somebody ask about? Black Oak, Arkansas. I think they was wanting, or those offers. I can't remember. I know there was two I never did pull it here. Black Oak, Arkansas was $10, and then this one was $12.50. I'm not for sure whatever happened on those. Sold so both of these are sold to Brent Rabley for $45. And then here's this batch one more time that I just brought up here. JoJo Guns, $5. Dave Edmonds is $10. Hits of the Mercy Era, $7.50. Juice Newton, Chad and Jeremy, Carla Bonoff. Robin Trower still available. Looks like a really nice copy. It is. Green Chrysalis label, $10 on that. The Who, Rick Derringer, John and Vangelis, Boz Scaggs, Melanie, Carly Simon, and Dave Mason. Was there a let's see, Jan and Dean Anthology. Jan and Dean Anthology is $12.50. The Juice Newtons are called Old Flame and Can't Wait All Night. Was hoping for 10 and $7.50. You're killing me. It's supposed to be half off. That's the best prices. If I say yes, then all things are destroyed. Then everything goes downhill from here. I have to stay at $12.50. Now, like I said, you want to bundle it, we'll talk. Half off. Firm. Because these aren't going to go in the dollar bins. These are going to go back out into the bins. These are pretty recent records. Arlo bundle was... I can't remember. I can tell you if I see them. Those are... it was 10, 750. I think we said 16 for both of them. 16 for both of them. Okay. Patrick, what was the price on the Arlo bundle? I think I said 16 for both of them, but I really can't say. All right, Black Oak, Arkansas is 10. Some nights we're doing a half off bin. It's like half off or, I said this the other night, it's like half off or best offer. And that means if you don't want to pay $12.50 and you say 10, I might say sold. But Fred Carnell, if it's $12.50, it's $12.50. Now, if you say, would you take 10 for this and that, and you buy another record, I'll probably say yes. So maybe there's another one there you want, Fred, and I'll do 10 on that one if you'll buy something else. That's called bundling. You can start buying 2 or 3 at the same time. You end up saving more money and getting more records, right, Tanner?
Yep.
5 each. I don't think it was 5 each. Let me see what's over here in this bin. That was something that didn't get paid for. We need to re-auction that. That was a bin we've recently... Was this a half-off bin? Gosh, if it was... No, that's new... I was about to say, that's new arrivals. That's new arrivals. NXS is the Kick. It's new and sealed. We might do one of these crazy recent bins at half off. Oh my gosh. Holy moly. If we do, hope everybody's ready. There is way too many good records in here, though, to do that. Let me see what we got in this one. We might, though. We've had some great turnout tonight for part 2. me make sure there's nothing like that I'm going to lose sleep over tonight. But I think y'all know by now, if you tune in for part 2 and you stay late, you probably get rewarded. Right, Tanner? Oh my gosh. Yeah, let me pull that out. We might just put that up for auction. We'll put that up for auction. Those are way too nice. I can't do it. If I did those at half off, it'd be like, psh, all hope would be gone for the world. All right, here's the only 2 I pulled out. John Prine and Kiss. I mean, I can't believe those didn't sell the first go-around. I'll tell you more about those in just a second. And let me do this crate. Let's do it half off. So, and then we'll see what's in here. Oh, if I don't trip and fall. What time is it? 11:24. Still early too. Still got 100 viewers. All right. Let's see. Kim Johnson. NXS is called NXS Kick. It is $29.99. It's new and sealed. 6-time platinum album. Need You Tonight, Devil Inside, New Sensation, Never Tear Us Apart. Next is John would like to bundle his car and home, his car insurance and some records. I don't offer insurance. I can't do that. All right, so here's 2 I pulled out. We have John Prine, no condition notes. It does have a $4.95 price tag on it. It's got the original insert. In shrink wrap, $20 start. John Prine. The shrink's a little dirty. You might want to take that shrink off. You'd have a nice looking cover. And we have a Kiss Rock and Roll Over. No condition notes. How did this not sell? No condition notes. Original inner sleeve. $20 start. 1976 keel pressing. OG. There's the inner sleeve's a little tattered. It's disconjoined. And there's the cover. Not bad. $20 start on Kiss. Wow. All right, now everything else in here is going to be half off the sticker price, I'm telling you. This was also needed to be, it don't even have a price on it. I think we auctioned that, and this was a non-payment. This and this new order. Let me show you this new order record. Yeah. Here's 2 others. These didn't have prices. I think those were not paid for, so we'll do those next after these. We'll have plenty of time to do it. Okay, first half-off record is Elvis Costello Trust. Somebody wrote right in the middle of his forehead. That's $12.50. No condition notes on the vinyl, though. $12.50 on Elvis Costello. Phil Collins, $10, no jacket required. The Guess Who Rockin', the corner has a wicked saw mark on it. That's $10 after the half off. Supertramp, Famous Last Words, $10 on Supertramp. Donna Summer is $7.50. The Best of Emerson, Lake and Palmer, $10. The Best of Emerson, Lake and Palmer, $10 on that. Okay, so back up to the top, we had John Prine 20, John Prine 22, Kiss 20, John Prine 22. We do have stickers. Kiss 20, John Prine 23, Kiss 21, John Prine 24, John Prine 25. Marty Ellis, first on Elvis Costello. Jeremy, that's half off, and then NXS is sticker, of course, $29.99. Jeremy wants NXS. John Prine 30, Supertramp at half off. That is sold to John Leal. Jackie Reynolds wants Donna Summer and Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Those are both sold. Condition of Phil Collins. Phil Collins was near mint and pristine. $10 on Phil Collins, near mint and pristine. Kiss is at $22. We have Terrence Trent D'Arby, the Hardline. Wow, just $10 on that. That's incredible. $10 on Terrence Trent D'Arby. Noel Harrison on London Records. $10 on Noel Harrison. Cat Stevens' Greatest Hits. $7.50. Cat Stevens' Greatest Hits. Jason Fornerat, first on yeah, the feed moved fast on that one. Jason Fornerat, Craig Thomas, Mel Webster, John Ambrosic, Billy Underwood, Chris Kirkley, Burt Jordan's at 25 on Kiss, and Mel Webster was first on Cat Stevens. So Jason F. got Terrence, TTD, and Jackie got Cat Stevens. We have Peter Frampton, I'm In You. This is $10, and that is $10. Peter Frampton, I'm In You. Steve Winwood, Ark of a Diver is $10. Steve Winwood, Ark of a Diver. Boz Scaggs, Silk Degrees, $10 on Boz Scaggs, Silk Degrees. Thompson Twins, Here's the Future Days, $12.50. Thompson Twins, Here's the Future Days, $12.50. Misplaced Childhood, Marillion, $20 after the half off. George Thorogood and the Destroyers, $10 after the half off. Toto, Turn Back, $10 on Toto. Deep Purple, Machine Head, $17.50. White repress label, near mint, $17.50. Mariah Carey is half off of $74.99. That is $37.50. Mariah Carey, 1990 Carrollton Press, $37.50. Peter Frampton, that is $10. And the Rolling Stones Black and Blue, $17.50. Okay, so back up to the front. I got Cat Stevens. Yes, Cat Stevens is sold to Mel Webster. That is correct. Jackie was second. Let's see. Kiss is at 26. We have Kiss is at 27. Jeff McMaster, first to Toto. Jeff got Toto. Fred has been trying to bundle something with that last record to get it for $10 for a half hour now. Fred, if you try doing that, you're going to miss out on a bunch of other stuff. John Leal is first on Deep Purple, and Todd Tipton is on Toto. Todd Tipton, you were third on Toto. Rhonda was second on Deep Purple. Todd Tipton is at $30 on Kiss. John Leal's on the Rolling Stones. And Jeff McMaster wants the Mariah Carey. Kiss is at 28. Kiss is at 31. Let me suggest, Fred, you should buy the Seventh Day record at $12.50 because these I'm not going to discount anymore because they're selling already. So these are going to be half off. Wonder Women, the history of the girl group sounds. That is $10 after the half off. Sherry Darnell on Frampton, unless there's something left over. But these are moving very quickly. Elvis Costello, Every Day I Write the Book. You're better off just saying Seventh Day sold, $12.50. Elvis Costello has the original inner sleeve with it, $10 on that. Let's update on our auctions. Kiss is at $31 with Burt Jordan and John Prine. Earlier, John Prine was at $30 with John Young. John Prine, $30, going once, going twice. Kiss is at $31. Elvis Costello is sold to Jason Fortnerat. Bob Seger, Stranger in Town, $15 on Bob Seger. Spooky Tooth, You Broke My Heart, So I Busted Your Jaw, $8. It has some radio station promo markings on the front. Radio station markings, $8. Kiss is at $32. The Commodore's Greatest Hits, $7.50. The Who, Meaty Beaty Big and Bouncy, on Decca, just $10. Wow, The Who. Billy Joe, Nylon Curtain, $7.50. In Vogue, Born to Sing, 1990 Columbia House, $20 after the half off. John Joseph Wilson, that's J.J. Wilson on Spooky Tooth. Tommy Flowers, first of the Commodores. John Leal was second. Jason Fortnerat third. Hendrix, Are You Experienced, $17.50. Near Mint, Are You Experienced, $17.50. Kansas, 2 for the Show, $17.50. 2LP Live. 3 Dog Night, It Ain't Easy, $12.50. UK pressing. Donovan, Like It Is. Donovan, $7.50. Frank Sinatra, Come Dance With Me, $7.50. Todd Tipton, first to Hendrix. That's so did Todd Tipton. Rhonda was second. Mel was third. Clay Moore wants the Wonder Women compilation. And Marty Ellis was first to Kansas, 2 for the Show. Kelsey is first on Frank Sinatra. Kelsey's first on Frank Sinatra. John Young got the John Prine for $30. John Young got the John Prine for $30. And Kiss Rock and Roll Over is $32 with Michael Nath, and that's a final call. Who else was bidding on that? Burt Jordan. Burt, let me know if you're in or out on Kiss, unless you've already said out. I don't see it, though. So Nick Bargeron earlier got a Phil Collins, I think this same record, for 20. He's wanting to put that back and get this one for 10. That's what he's asking to do. So I don't know if we just want to change the price on that one to 10 and sell this one for 10. I think what's better for us logistically, just to change the price of the one you got for 10. Sherry Darnell wants the Who and 3 Dog Night. Those are both sold to Sherry Darnell. Burt Jordan is at $33 on Kiss. Frank Sinatra, Hello Young Lovers. That is $15. We have Warren Zevon, Excitable Boy, a near mint copy. Wow, that is very nice. $17.50. Warren Zevon, original inner sleeve as well. Nick Bargeron just beat the system somehow. So if anybody wants this copy, it's $10. Mel Webster first on Warren Zevon. Kiss Rock and Roll is at $33 with Burt. Neil Young, Hawks and Doves, $17.50. Wayne Chung, Points on a Curve, just $10 on Wayne Chung. The Who Are You? $10 on The Who. We have Johnny and the Hurricanes. That's $7.50. It's German pressing. $7.50. In shrink wrap, John Lill first on Wang Chung. That's sold to John Lill. The Worst of Jefferson Airplane, orange RCA German labels, $12.50. The Worst of Jefferson Airplane, $12.50. The Best of Jay Giles Band, $10. Howard Jones, Cross That Line, $10. Joe Jackson, Night and Day, $12.50. Corey Hart, Bang, $10. Wow. Hope everybody is alive. We have Jackie Wilson Jones Reynolds first on The Who. The Who Are You? That's sold to Jackie. Larry Smith first on JH. That's Johnny and the Hurricanes, I believe. Todd Tipton first on Jefferson Airplane. Todd Tipton first on Jefferson Airplane. We have Nigel Del Rocket was second, and Chris Kirkley's first to Howard Jones. Jackie Reynolds is first to Jay Giles. And let's sell this record, which is Phil Collins, for $10 to Fred Carnell, and we're going to sell him this record for $10. Only took him 1 hour of negotiating. That sold 10 and 10 to Fred Carnell. And In Vogue was $20 after the half off. $20 after the half off. It's a 1990 Columbia House. Final call on Kiss, which is Burt Jordan's at $33. Going once, going twice. Todd Rundgren, that's an EX copy, $10. Todd Rundgren. The Red Foley Story, 2LP Decca compilation, EX, $6.50. Linda Ronstadt, For Sentimental Reasons, VG Plus, $7.50. Rosie Solves the Swingin' Riddle, Rosemary Clooney and Nelson Riddle, EX copy, $5. Cougat Cavalade, Xavier Cougat is a VG Plus 1958 mono, that's $5. Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, So Far, that's an EX copy, $8.50. There is some writing. Laura Marie Nelson wrote her name on the cover multiple times. EX vinyl, $8.50. Pat Benatar, Wide Awake in Dreamland, VG Plus, $8. Mel Webster first on Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young. Spyro Gyra, Access All Areas, that's VG Plus, $6.50. Yusef Lateef, Live at Peps, that's a 65 Canadian pressing, just $25 after the half off on Impulse Canadian pressing, VG Plus, $25. Todd Tipton first to Pat Benatar, Leslie was second, Brent Robley first on Yusef Lateef. Paul Winter Callings, Paul Winter is EX, $7.50, and it has the book with it. Ted Nugent, Double Live Gonzo, that's an EX copy, just $10. Chris Kirkley wants the Corey Hart from earlier. That was Corey Hart Bang, that's sold to Chris Kirkley. This is Prince. Prince, Sign of the Times, VG Plus, just $15, 1987 SRC press. Lone Justice, another copy, that's EX, $10. We have The Brothers Johnson, that's also EX, $10. Darren Meyer first to Ted Nugent. John Lill first to Prince. Neil Brasher was second. Paul Winter, Jeff McMaster, that was half off, EX, $7.50. Sean Jones third to Prince. Nick fourth, Sherry fifth. Jeff McMaster first to Brothers Johnson, and Tammy Hinkle, you were 6th or 7th on Prince. The Astronauts, Orbit Campus, AOK, that's a VG Plus, $12.50. Jeff McMaster also wants Paul Winter, that's sold to Jeff McMaster. And Wings at the Speed of Sound, EX copy, $15 for Wings at the Speed of Sound, EX, $15. And the Hollies, Romany, VG Plus, $10. Now, I'm going to go through these again, and there should be another half of these gone whenever I go through them again. That was some great deals. Let's go ahead and say Kiss is sold, though, for $33 to Burt Jordan. That's sold to Burt for $33. And the Todd Rundgren was Wizard. Yes, a Wizard. That's a good one. All right, so these are all half off. It's really recent stuff. Probably the last crate of the night. Take advantage of these deals. If you're here, you should be buying these. Great prices. You won't be seeing these again at some of these products. Next time you see these kind of titles, they will be full price, and they probably should be selling then. We have the Guess Who Rockin', $10. That's the original orange label. Noel Harrison, $10 on Noel Harrison. Peter Frampton, I'm in you, $10. Yes, New Order. Let's do these two. So New Order, 1987, Near Mint Minus SRC press. True Faith, 1963, 12-inch maxi single. Someone kept the hype sticker. That is a $15 start on new order. Prince, Around the World in a Day. 1985 specialty press, also near mint. $15 start on this. $15 starts on Prince and new order. Peter Frampton was $10. I'm in you. Steve Winwood, Ark of a Diver is still available. Steve Winwood, $10. Boz Scaggs for the fifth night tonight. $10 on Boz Scaggs. Was the Astronauts, was that in mono? The Astronauts is a 64 stereo. 64 stereo, VG Plus, $12.50. Next was New Order 25, Prince 15, 15, and 18. Thompson Twins is still available. $12.50. Here's to Future Days, the Thompson Twins. Marillion, Misplaced Childhood, $20 on Marillion, Misplaced Childhood. 1985 Jacksonville Press, $20. George Thorogood and the Destroyers, $10 on George Thorogood. There's a couple. George Thorogood, Marillion, Thompson Twins, those should be gone before we say goodnight tonight. Bob Seger, Stranger in Town, only $15. Hollywood Nights. Billy Joel is $7.50, the Nylon Curtain. Donovan, Like It Is. Donovan is in shrink wrap. Like It Is, was, and evermore shall be. That's near mint in shrink wrap. $7.50. $7.50. Nick Bargeron first on George Thorogood. Leslie Holt first to the Bob Seger. So George and Bob are both sold. Nigel Del Rocket first to Marillion. So New Order is at $25 with Jason Fornerat. New Orders at 25. Prince was 15, 15, 18, 16, 19, 20. Nigel, let's see. Then we had George Thorogood. We had Bob Seger, Marillion. Brent Rabley wants the Astronauts. And Thompson Twins is sold to John Leal. And Nigel Del Rocket also wants the Donovan. Those are all sold. I just need to start the crate over again. We got Billy Joe, Bob Skaggs, Steve Winwood, Peter Frampton, Noel Harrison, and the Guess Who. Frank Sinatra, Hello Young Lovers. This is a 2 LP compilation. Near mint, it does have a punch hole, but this is from '87, and it's a beautiful compilation of Frank Sinatra music. 2 LPs, $15. Neil Young, Hawks and Doves, $17.50. Joe Jackson, Night and Day, $12.50. Scotty, yes, I pulled wings for you. That is so do you. In Vogue is $20 after the half off. That's a 1990 Columbia pressing. We have Todd Rundgren, A Wizard, A True Star, EX condition, $10. Linda Ronstadt for Sentimental Reasons. That was VG Plus $7.50, and the Red Foley story was EX $6.50. Prince is at $22. Eric Beck wants the In Vogue. That's sold to Eric Beck. Final call, New Order, and Prince is at $22 with John Leal. This is Rosemary Clooney, Nelson Riddle, EX copy, $5. Xavier Cugat, Cugat Cavalade, VG Plus $5. Spyro Gyra, Access All Areas, VG Plus $6.50. Lone Justice was EX, $10 on Lone Justice. And The Hollies, Romany, VG Plus $10. All right, so Jason Fornerat gets the New Order for $25. Nick's out on Prince. Who was the second bidder? It was Nick and then Bert Jordan. Bert, if you could say you're out on Prince, then that's going to be sold to John Leal for $22 unless somebody else bids. Gus C. wants Xavier Cugat. Gus C. is sold to Xavier Cugat. Gus C. Have we sold to a Gus C before? We have. Gus C. is a returning customer. Tracks on Rosemary Clooney. Rosemary Clooney, this is Get Me to the Church on Time, Angry. I get along without you very well. How am I to know? You took advantage of me. April in Paris. I ain't got nobody and nobody cares for me. Some of these days, By Myself, Shine On, Harvest Moon, Cabin in the Sky, and Limehouse Blues. All right, Prince is going to be sold to John Leal in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that is sold to John Leal for $20. Is it possible to get my Richard Marx self-title for half off since it was in the first bin for sale? Now, that is something I cannot do. If there was another one and you claimed it, I would sell it, but I can't change prices on stuff that was claimed earlier. Gus C. on Rosemary Clooney. That's sold to Gus C. How payments are done. If you buy something from us, we will send you an invoice, $7 in limited shipping. Shipping starts on Monday, tonight. We're doing shows tonight, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. All week, $7 off, or excuse me, $7 in limited shipping. We send you an invoice through Square. You can pay with a credit or debit card. Credit or debit card. No problem. Yeah, I can't change. Now, if you claimed it, if you were first and you got in the half-off bin, you're like, well, can I put my other one back? Like Nick did with Phil Collins. I'm going to be like, well, I really don't want to, but I guess I can. But I can't change prices on stuff already claimed. Now, do you have Elvis's back from last week? If so, can I add to my order? If I can find it, then yes. We've shown a lot of Elvis albums. We will make a note of that, though. Elvis is back for Kelsey Snenden. Do you send a link to the payment? Yes, we send you a link, and we send it to you. No problems, Nick. Everybody's just trying to save money, which is understandable. That's perfectly okay with me. I like saving money, too. That means you can buy more records. You'll probably buy more money anyway with the money you're saving. Tennessee 3 outs. We're watching it. We're watching it as well. Okay, we probably need to wrap up there. We're going to be doing that all week. We're going to be doing half-off stuff all week. I got to figure out where Paul's at. He's probably pretty close with the truck. We've got Chad. My TT was for Thompson Twins earlier, not the Toto. There was somebody who was second on Toto then. So Jeff McMaster earlier got a Toto, and that is not what he wanted. He wanted Thompson Twins, which is John Leals. So we need to take that off John Leals and give it to Jeff McMaster. And Todd Tipton gets the Toto. Todd Tipton gets the Toto. Is DAC still available for Saturday night, 125? Yes. Did I say 125? If I did, I think I said 135. I'm pretty sure I said 135. Beatles albums earlier. Yes, I will show anything that was showed earlier. I got new vintage arrivals here. Let's see here. I think the Hard Day's Not sold. The Hard Day's Not sold. Yes, everything you buy all week it's not a night-to-night thing. It's like whatever you buy from Monday to Saturday night is combined together. Here's the first crate we went through tonight at 7 o'clock. The Guess Who, Rush, Chuck Berry, Beach Boys, Niles Lofgren, Little Steven, Men at Work, Miami Sound Machine, Steve Miller, Bee Gees, Chris Christopherson, Ohio Players, John Denver, Rolling Stones, Olivia Newton-John, Blood, Sweat and Tears, James Gang, Mark Knopfler, 1999. Cyndi Lauper, John Baldry, Clarence Gatemouth Brown. Here's the Rubber Soul. Steven, that was $74.99. It's a near mint 66 stereo press, and the vinyl is beautiful. And yes, that's about the only Beatles album. We sold Hard Day's Night for $55. Of course, you bought the other one, and we got the picture disc. If you're interested in that or the Rubber Soul or both of them, I will give you best prices if you want to do a bundle. That was, of course, $49.99. That's the only two Beatles records that was left. Let's see here. Oh, and the Beatles 6. Yes, I think that's in another crate, though. Lots of questions here. Let's see. First is, which Toronto festival was that? Toronto Rock and Roll Revival, 1969, Volume 3, Chuck Berry, and that is 1999. Next comment was tracks on Ohio Players. It's all the good stuff. It's gold, their greatest hits, like Feel the Beat, Love Roller Coaster, I Want to Be Free, Fop, Far East Mississippi, Skin Tight, Fire, Sweet Sticky Thing, Jive Turkey, Only a Child Can Love, Hoochie Coo, and that is 1999. Next question was, is it an LA press? Rubber Soul has a 6 on the back. Rubber Soul has a 6 on the back above the RIAA. Which Lauper album was that? That was Cyndi Lauper, Girls Just Want to Have Fun. Austin Rush, 2112 was in shrink wrap. It's a Black Mercury label. It's $49.99 if you want it. The Cyndi Lauper, though, was She's So Unusual, the Girls Just Want to Have Fun album. And yes, that is 20. What happened to it? Right here. Yes, $24.99. Cyndi Lauper, She's So Unusual. Near mint. Austin said sold on Rush 2112. Steven, let me find Beatles 6 for you. Let's see if I can find that. We had a putback bin as well. I got to make some crates for the group, especially some of the stuff that didn't sell tonight. It was really great titles. Let me figure out what happened to Beetle 6. I think I just got really close to it by luck. Nope, that's the check condition stuff. I think it's underneath here. Still got a Jackson Brown running on empty. Beetle 6, yeah. Beetle 6 is an Apple pressing, $34.99. And I would do $30 on that. It is near mint Apple. $30 on that one. Russia sold. Claymore wants to. Donovan is already claimed. Stephen, sell this to Stephen for $30. Donovan from the last crate was already claimed. The only thing left in the last crate was the Hollies, Lone Justice, Spyro Gyra, Red Foley, Linda Ronstadt, Todd Rundgren, Joe Jackson, Neil Young, Frank Sinatra, Billy Joe, Bob Skaggs, Steve Winwood, Peter Frampton, Noel Harrison. The Donovan and shrink wrap, that got sold. Yes, that got sold. All right. Okay, we're going to stop there. We're going to clean up. We've got several hours of work ahead of us, probably getting this truck unloaded and figuring out where we're putting it all in the back. Can't just sling it out. It's a very fragile, expensive record, so I think y'all know that. Best price on the rubber sole, $65 tonight. $65 tonight. It is a 66 stereo, and it is nice, $65. I don't know, we might can do a video or something after we get the truck unloaded. Y'all probably will be asleep. I might go live, and that way it's recording and saving, and then I can repost it in the group or repost it to our page. So I can, we can show our back room and stuff. Amazing stuff back there. So, all right. If there's anything else, I'll see your comments when they come through. If I happen not to see it after I end the live feed, be sure to let me know. And Stephen says he'll be awake. Stephen's at SpaceX building rockets. All right, a 2 a.m. pop-up show. We'll see who's awake. I might have some Beatles records for $1 a piece. All right, thanks everybody for watching, and we're done for the night. See y'all